I walked into a school art room and saw the woman I left 11 years ago and the little girl who looked too much like me. It started with a business trip. I had come to Maplewood, a quiet little town buried under New Hampshire's rolling hills and early autumn drizzle, to survey land for a future resort. My firm had done dozens like this. It was supposed to be in and out. Polite meetings, community handshakes. Done. What I didn't expect was to walk into the elementary school's art room and find Claire Ellis, the woman I once loved and then let walk away under a rain-soaked sky. She was there, surrounded by children, her voice warm and sure, teaching color gradients with charcoal-stained fingertips. For a moment, I thought I'd imagined her, but then a little girl ran up to her. "Mom," she called, "I finished my sketch." Claire smiled and knelt beside her, tucking a strand of brown hair behind the girl's ear, and my breath caught in my chest. The girl had my eyes. I told myself it was coincidence. Maybe Claire had moved on, married, had a family, but something in me itched, restless. I left that school like I was walking out of a dream I hadn't prepared for. The next day, I saw the girl again, alone on a hill behind the school, sketching in silence. A few boys nearby were teasing her. One shouted, "Bet you don't even have a dad." She flinched. Before I even realized what I was doing, I stepped in, barked something that made the kids scatter and sat beside her. I asked if she wanted to get pizza. She hesitated, then said yes. We ate quietly in a booth at a nearby diner. She ordered no tomatoes, extra cheese, garlic, my exact childhood order. When I gently asked about her dad, she looked down and whispered, "I don't have one. At least, not one who's ever been around." And in that moment, something inside me cracked. That's when Claire burst in. The bell above the diner door rang, and suddenly she was there, fury in her stride, eyes locked on me. "What are you doing with my daughter?" she demanded. People turned. Forks froze midair. I stood, hands up, trying to explain. "She was alone. You don't get to just anything," Claire snapped. "Not after what you did." And then I asked the question I hadn't dared say out loud until that moment. "Claire, is she mine?" She didn't answer, not with words, but the way her eyes filled, the way she clutched her daughter's hand and pulled her away without looking back. It told me everything I needed to know. What happened next was not something I could have predicted, not the secret messages, not the hidden meetings by the creek, not the drawing she would later unveil in front of the entire school.